I'm Wimsaur of Wimsaur.com, and today I would like to talk to you about how to ask a question for tarot card readers. The first thing I want to say is this: be specific. The more specific a question that you ask, the more specific an answer that you will receive. If you ask a vague question, you're going to get a vague answer. So, if you ask, when will I fall in love? That's a vague question. It really is. I mean, you could fall in love tomorrow. You could fall in love a million years from now. Of course, that's a little less likely unless you are yourself a god, in which case you don't need me to answer your questions. But the point is, that would get you a vague answer. If you say, how can I improve my probability for getting a job I want, I can work with that. Because then we draw some cards out there, and we can go point by point of what it will take you to get that job. If you simply ask, when will I get a new job? Well, contrary to popular belief, not all psychics can see the future. And you know why? Because there is no set future. The future largely depends on you. If you make a decision to turn left at a traffic light rather than turning right, the time that you take to actually arrive at your destination is going to be slightly different. Maybe a lot different depending on the nature of the roads. Meaning, you affect your destiny. You can change your future because there is no future yet. There are certain points where you're pretty much locked into a future. But this is actually more rare than you might think. In a relationship, if you basically beat your partner up and they have a nice backbone and they're not going to stand for it, you're probably never going to see them again. You've locked yourself into that future where you're never going to have a relationship with that person. Oh, and in all likelihood, hopefully, they actually call the police on you because that's unacceptable. But the point is, that's a time when you locked yourself into a certain future. Okay, but what if you didn't lock yourself in? That's where I come in. If you ask me how to get to the future you want, I can work with that too. So, how can I become more attractive to somebody? Instead of saying, does this person love me? Ask, how can I make myself more attractive to that person? I can work with that too. Heck, we may go through some points and you may think, I don't want to do all that. Which leads us to another point. Sometimes it's best to simply ask, is it to my best benefit to actually pursue somebody? Cards can tell you these things. We can use them as a spiritual tool for guidance, for spiritual guidance, and not just for fortune telling. If you have any questions, or you want a reading for yourself, come on over to Wimsaur.com. Thank you.